Oh my God, we won our trade. Bang, bang. Ah, ha, ha, ha. Sorry, I think I messed up the audio there. God bless each and every one of you here for jumping on in and sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Liver Show, baby. Massive Bitcoin volatility here on this Monday as we're getting it in. Shout out to everybody here. Let's put the lemon into the water. Let's stay hydrated. You know what? I have a bit of a headache. I'm hoping this hydration will get rid of it. I'm hoping this live stream will take care of it. God bless each and every one of you. I love you all. Let's get it in. Let's do what we do every single day and have an amazing live stream. I'm so excited. You should be too. Let's get that music back up and running. Did you work out today? I did. I stay hydrated. I worked out pretty hard. How hard did I work out, babe? So hard. Right? I was sweating, babe. And not what you think. My wife is pregnant right now. It's not happening at the house. But, you know, shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. The tunes were amazing this morning, Sammy. Thank you. I appreciate that. At the gym now. Okay, I love it. I love it. Let's talk about Bitcoin. Let's break it down. So if you're in my trading group this morning on the 5-minute chart, right? Let's go back in time. I woke up and I saw this flag and I predicted or projected with probability that this falling wedge would break to the upside based on what's called a retest. You break out of a beautiful flag, you come back down and you retest the top trend line. Previous support becomes resistance and vice versa. If you know your support or resistance, then you're ready to go, and this makes complete sense. We get the bounce. I called for a bounce here in my trading group. I gave you guys the update in video form and then threw out what was likely going to happen. Also put out a bunch of altcoins that I see on the radar. MYRO starting to get a bit of a move here, but watching the 5-minute retest here, hoping for that jump back to the upside. Next thing you know, we did get the jump to the upside. Boom, boom, boom. That put you in the money. Now we went lateral, and now we're looking at this lateral behavior for Bitcoin, all right? And this is kind of where we stand, and I've been sitting inside of a flag now. However, I will be honest, I don't like that we lost this beautiful trend. However, this is kind of what we're watching here right now on the 5-minute chart. So we're going to take this, bring that to that. I can get rid of this for now just to clean it up. Move this over. God bless you. How you're all doing today? I'm getting a hot flash right now. Babe, I'm getting a hot flash. Like so bad. I really do. I need to open the window. I need to, I'm like, wow. I wore the suit jacket and I shouldn't have. It put me to the limit. Oh my God, I'm dying. Oh. Pants off. Hurry up. Take the pants off. Somebody said, no, not happening. You're not getting my pants off. I know you want them, but not today. All right. Maybe tomorrow. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. And look, the MACD showing lack of bearish momentum. You have falling volume, right? With, price action sloping slightly down. And it's not the best. It looks like an M pattern here. And when you came up, look, you did hit resistance. As you can see, Bitcoin has clear resistance at 45,250. We're going to call it, right? That area. We have to get back above that to remain bullish. I'm in a long. All right. I'll show you my long right now. It's probably down 50, 60 bucks or something. Down 50 bucks. It's not a big long. If we get above this level and retest, I will add. But I'm just taking my $5,000 to 8 to my 5,000 to 7,000. I just want to make my 170 bucks and be on my way. All right. Bang, bang, bang. Let's dump Bitcoin right now. Let's not. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here. Red Muddy Flow. Simple. Amen. I like what you're saying. But that could change. That could change. Serenity Shield back to 74. This thing took a crazy move yesterday. I don't know what happened there. Someone said miles or something. Anyway. Yeah, not getting the pants off, buddy. Not happening. Shout out to Master Friend in the house. I love you. And everyone wants to know, am I wearing pants? You know what I mean? Or do I do that old, I wear pants, everybody. I like my pants. All right, pants cam. Make sure my fly's different. Sam Price is sporting copper J. Crew chinos. $89, never on sale. 90% cotton. 95% cotton. All right. Get yourself a pair today at J. Crew. All right. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. All right. And you can see that I was also tucking and I was not printing. All right. Bang, bang, bang. Need to get them old school Vans with it. Well, dang. I keep seeing diamonds on the 1 hour time frame. Smash the like button. He has boxes in his shirt. Don't lie. You guys are funny, man. This is not a paid advertising, right? So we're watching this sideways price action for Bitcoin. The 5-minute, look, even the 5-minute, look, on the stochastics RSI, I have a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder, all right? I have a falling wedge on the RSI, which, you know, wants to break to the upside, all right? I've put these in wedges before. They've played out. Once that gets above the medium line, we could be getting ourselves for a move to the upside. We did dip to 44.7, 44, almost 697 to bounce back up, and now we're just sideways price action. And as long as we stay above 44, 450, 460, and we remain outside of the pattern, we're in good shape. So they brought it down, thought everyone were going to dump. Last night didn't look great. Said that we would have to maintain the 4-hour 200 SMA. All right, we went over that adamantly. Where are you, Bodie? Yeah, there it is. We went right to it, but we never lost it. And I said to everybody, I'm not bearish unless we lose the 200 SMA on the 4-hour. I was very adamant about that. So I said, don't worry, it's not all bearish. You know what I'm saying? We'd have to lose this level, and then I'm going to start looking for shorts down to the 8-hour 200 SMA. We wicked there. We did not lose the 200 SMA on the 4-hour time frame. Therefore, I remained bullish. And here we are, sitting inside of a channel, and I am bullish right now. All right, I showed you my trade. There's nothing really to hide here. It's actually basically at entry point right now. The stop is 44.4. What was the stop? Was 44.402. The take profit was 46.785. And yeah, I'm sticking to it. Either I get stopped out or I win my trade. It is what it is. All right. Bang, bang, bang. So that's kind of it. There's really nothing else to talk about for me for Bitcoin. You know what I mean? I'm going to go into the macro for you real quick just to kind of break it down for all the new people watching. And jumping on in. Who's new to the channel? Jumped on in by YouTube recommendations. 859 people on the live, 213 likes. Let's get the likes out to the watchers. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much for the love and for coming on in every single day. Let's take a look at the all-time history index for Bitcoin. But even that on the 15 looks like a beautiful bit of a retest there, you know? And that flag looks like we could get busy here to the upside. Golden cross, 21-day touching. That's a bugle, you know, a broadening falling wedge that still breaks to the upside, 46.409. So just like quickly glanced. And the 15-minute looks interesting to me as well. So I like what I'm seeing here for Bitcoin. Let's go over to the weekly and take a look. What I love about it is, you know, we defied any type of weekly, you know, swing failure pattern. We got above weekly resistance clear as day at 43,900, 44,000. And that's a very bullish sign for the weekly. MACD getting a little extended. RSI very high. Stochastics a little bit high. But remember, in the last bull run, Stochastics RSI got this high. We continued to pump. We even had little dips that didn't matter. So, you know, take it with a grain of salt. And I'll be honest with you. Support or resistance, the more I add indicators and the more indicators I use, and which I don't really add anymore, but the more I learn and watch different traders and, you know, be immersed in the community of trading, the more I go back to support or resistance, the more the basics stand out, you know, and I'm so happy I found my chi, I found my pocket, I found my place in trading. I'll be honest, it's a relief to finally find your system, to know what you're going to do and stick to it, and not chase someone else's system and not care what anyone else is doing, and just be in your pocket. It is the greatest feeling on earth because you're finally done. Like, you know where you're at. You love what you're doing. It fits you. It feels right, and you stick to it. You know, so I've been watching this 5-day resistance here at 45,685. You can see we wicked, we stopped those two candles, and that's exactly kind of where we'd have a problem there at about 46,000, 45,900. So, and then you can see we have a beautiful support zone here where these two candles stopped and these two candles stopped, and we had a bit of chop right here, and there's a lot of high volume node action. High volume node here, bit of a little volume that we made through, and then a high volume node. So we're sticking like Velcro to this high volume node here. You see? I'm talking about this. These are nodes. Each of them, I'm outlining them. Each of these is a node on the VRVP. How to add this indicator? Go up here. Type in VRVP. People are calling it the VPVR for whatever reason, but I see it as the visible range volume profile. I just do what I'm told to do, you know? However, I do think you can type in VPVR. Oh, no, you can't. See, I call it the VRVP, the Visible Range Volume Profile. And it's exactly what it is, the visible range, the range of the volume, right, from low to high, visibly, volume profile. And it's giving a profile side angle when you're looking at something, right, and volume. So it's the profile angle of volume and showing you where it occurred. A lot of volume occurred at 29,300 buying and selling. buying and selling. Price action likes to fall through these gaps pretty fast. You'll see, look, really fast. We call these smooth moves. Boom. It went right through there very fast. It went right up there very fast. I look to the past, and whenever I see a smooth move, I know we're likely going to have a smooth move on the other end. Okay? For instance, pretty smooth move here, pretty smooth move here. It tells me when we get to 52, we are going to soar to 60K very fast. All right? Really smooth move here, really smooth move here, and not much here. So it also tells me when we get to 48, we can get to 52,000. It tells me 48 to 60,000 is not going to be that trying, okay? Because there's a lot of smooth moves on that side. And you can backtest this and see it. Look, we had one here, so we went up here pretty fast. We went down here fast. We went up here fast. We went up here pretty fast because we went down there and there. Only a little bit of chop, but both areas had really fast movement. Does everybody get what I'm saying? Does this make sense to you? Okay? So before you even add an indicator, you can get so much information using the VRVP and price action. Look at what I start the trade when I start doing this today. I start with price action, right? We are right on price action. I don't even need an indicator. I mean, I guess I'm using the VRVP, but mainly that's technically this is price action because it's extrapolating the data from the buys and sells. That's it. All right. Market go down, but then go up. Yeah. What target do you see for Ethereum? Yes, TA King. Shout out to my man in the house. I think Bitcoin will still be building market structure. The Traders Dynamic Index rejected the cross. This is very interesting. Gotta say, BOOKMAP is legit. George doesn't know anything, just repeats. Other YouTubers said Mike Rowan. And I just want to make it clear, I'm not putting down a YouTuber when I repeat. Sometimes I don't even know what I'm going to say. I just start reading it, and then it's, you know. Hey, Sam, a whale purchased $3 million of ATOR last night, and it pumped. Please do an analysis on ATOR. Thank you. Same whale bought PAL. Interesting. I like PAL AD. PAL AI. I think PAL AI can do numbers. Nice little low cap gem. You know, it's interesting. They took ATOR off of the futures, right? And then someone said, finally, ATOR has no more futures. It won't be manipulated anymore. And boom. It's funny. And I went to actually go look at it last night because I read a tweet and I thought about it and I missed it. I can't get everything. Some things do slip my mind. $7 in chat revenue. That is the nicest thing you could ever do. God bless you for doing that. And Dana Schwartz, thank you for asking and sending in a super chat. And shout out to all the fan funding. Dello MYRO. Let's go. Greetings from PAWSWAP. You know, PAWSWAP keeps getting a lot of love and a lot of action. It's actually started to convince me I may have to own some PAWSWAP. It's pretty interesting. All right. If you want to watch the news, go to George or Teen Crypto. It's the same as CNN. God bless you. And indeed, George is a parrot. Wow. Bitcoin is king. All right. Let's not put on any other YouTubers. Let's just focus on our channel and what we're doing here. God bless everybody else, and let's keep it positive. I've learned my lesson. You know what I mean? My mother would never talk about anyone else. That's what she would teach me. You know what I mean? I want to be known as someone that, you know, George is okay, not a TA guy, but DCA and basics. Who's George? Someone says. It's so funny. I have no idea. No. It's one of the biggest YouTube channels in crypto RS. Yeah. I met George multiple times. Nice dude. Okay, so the 5-day. Now let's break down what I'm, you know, now this isn't a flag. To me, the flag broke out. I mean, clear as day. That's a breakout. Whether it's a fake out, we'll see, you know, but I was the guy telling you when everyone was bearish that as long as we were right here, this red candle was coming down, and I said, as long as we stay above the 200 SMA, everybody, we're good to go. Then people were sending me this bear flag and saying, we're in a bear flag, we're going to dump. And I told them, and I just looked at them like, okay, like, if we go back inside the bear flag, then we'll drop to the bottom of it. You know what I mean? So I was open-minded. I said, as long as we don't go below the 200 SMA, and as long as we don't break back inside this flag, we remain bullish. And then I even gave you the measured move. And I've been projecting a move up to 50,000 for, like, literally since we were, like, making this channel here. I'm the guy that showed you 3-day hidden bullish and told you we were, like, you know, right here on August 26th and called the move back to the upside. This is a 90% accuracy rate of breaking the high inside the high. And then we found the other one here. I mean, we've just been consistently following Bitcoin. Look at the 3-day chart now. All right. Sam, love what you do. Long-time trader myself. Worked on the New York Stock Exchange ARCA for 5 years. Retired in my 30s after doing well from buying ETH ICO back in the day. Love your style. Keep teaching the new traders instead of these other YouTubers that only gamble, trade. And shout out to Jeremy Shoko. God bless you, man. I literally like the respect. Look at this. A long-term trader on the New York Stock Exchange. Retired after an ETH ICO. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. For me, retirement, what, 100 mil? We talking whatever. I shouldn't pry. But yeah, George. Someone said George is rude and an a-hole. You can't ask him anything without him calling you stupid. Interesting. Wow, that's what somebody said. George is a great guy, as is James from IA. Interesting. We're all George Clooney. You guys are funny. Shout out to the 1,151 people here on the live. Thank you for jumping on it. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. I also, accurately called this bottom. Bought Bitcoin at 19,000. I've been attempting to do everything I can to show a newbie trader how not to get wrecked. And again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. I just want to give you as much information as I can so you have enough information to make the best decisions possible. You have the education that you deserve inside of cryptocurrency. All right. Bitcoin entered a TA0 zone before Bitcoin ETF FUD from, who knows, man. I don't listen to this nonsense. Adam and Eve top on the 5-minute time frame. I did look at that. It's a possibility. So look, the 3-day chart breaking out. As long as this 3-day candle closes above these candles, we're in the money. Like, you know what I mean? That's going to be a very bullish close for Bitcoin. Specifically, price action coming close and touching the 21-day moving average was a very good sign for BTC. The weekly getting its first golden cross in history of Bitcoin. Also looking for a parabolic run to the upside. You would take the length of this pole. That would tell you where you're likely going to go. I mean, we're talking $63,000, $64,000 Bitcoin somewhere by the halving in April. My birthday's in April. This would be the greatest birthday present ever. All right. The daily time frame, indecision, but still looking beautiful. Nothing has changed on the daily. As far as I'm concerned, even this trend line here has been holding. You have a smaller pattern on the daily that's sitting pretty. That's what we're going to be watching. That is a symmetrical triangle on the daily time frame. All right. So we have a pattern outside of a pattern of price action that's outside of the top of the first pattern's price action. I hope say that 10 times fast. Shout out to my Aries. Who are my Aries people? Shout out to the Aries here. Put an Aries 333 if you're an Aries. I love you. I love you all, but I love the Aries, man. Crazy, powerful, amazing. You know what I mean? Good morning, Sam. Love you, bro. Shout out to Master Friend. And here we go. And remember, funding fees are starting to get higher. Things aren't as easy as they used to be. It's getting tougher. We have a solution for you if all you want to do is leverage trade all day long. I leverage trade, I spot trade, but if all you want to do is leverage trade all day long, like you are just considered that you're going to do it, no matter what anyone's told you, you're going to continue to do it. Get into leverage mastery with Master Friend. All right, jump on it today. 2-hour video class. Become a leverage master today. 99 members gain access to the Leverage Master Discord section. 3 weekly Zoom mentoring sessions. You won't get that anywhere else for $300. You will not. So you'll get access to the class that we put together for $300, and then 3 weekly Zoom mentoring sessions that are ongoing right now. Hit the link and the QR code to jump on in. And yeah, God bless you. All right. That class is amazing. Master Friend is one of the greatest teachers in my group. Me and him, and he will show you everything he has. I would never put someone in front of you that wouldn't give you 110% of what they had. The guy gives everything, really. If he could sponge his blood out, I know it sounds gross, but if he could sponge his blood out, he would do it for you. He pours his soul and his heart and soul into every single student. He does, he'll take you aside. He does so much, man. He does so much. ICP is going to scream like Solana, says somebody here. Michael Rowan. Okay. My friend works for BlackRock. She just told me that they are passing regulations Wednesday. What regulations? What does that mean? You mean they're going through the ETF, or does it make any sense? Passing regulations. They didn't even write the right thing. The person didn't even write. They're passing regulations. Like this guy, come on, man. Like, learn how to lie right. Like, for crying out loud. This guy, you're a spy bot. Corey Campbell, you're a spy bot. Someone's. So the 22-hour looks good to me. I like what we're seeing. Bitcoin has moved from 44.8 to 44.895 in the last 10, 20 minutes, getting a nice move to the upside. My trade should be down a lot less there, about $43. Still sitting kind of in limbo. I'm liking the market structure right now a little bit on the 5. It's starting to change. 22 still looks good. The 12-hour looks good. The 8-hour still, I love the 8-hour time frame. It's bailed me out of a bunch of hot pockets in the, hot pockets, yeah. Yeah, Jim Gaffigan, hot pocket. But it's got me out of a lot of hot pockets in the last, 4 to 5 months when there's a lot of other time frames that are iffy. I stuck to the 8-hour time frame, and it really came through for me and made it happen. Technically, the 8-hour has broken out already of a symmetrical triangle. Look at this. So the 8-hour broke out. Look at that. You know what I mean? That's a clear breakout as far as I'm concerned. So good. I like it. I just trade a flag in a smaller time frame, and there's gas to be going here. There's gasolina. 4-hour still just crossing the dotted line. We could still see a move here on the 4-hour. We'd also look for some people to take profit at resistance at 45,750. 100. The 1-hour time frame is overbought. It needs to chill. So it's making a flag right now and probably has to come down to the 21, but there's a chance that the smaller time frames begin to cook. So this is what we're watching here right now for Bitcoin. I don't like how far away we are for the 21. If you know me, I really trade the 1-hour is my go-to, and we have to keep getting back to the 21-day moving average. I wouldn't be surprised if we dumped all the way back down here. We'd have to get a Hail Mary pump, and then we're going to be so far away from the 21, things could get rocky. So right now I'm watching this 15-minute flag here that could get busy, and this is the the channel that I've been in all day here. 15-minute looks like it's about to get busy too, to the upside. This kind of swings down while that kind of swings up. It's a little bit of a hidden bullish there in a bit of a way here. Bitcoin up another $40, pumping to 44,939. All right. So I'm going to get rid of the triangle for now and just look at this flag. 15-minute flag looks very interesting for a possible move to the upside. Stochastics are in our favor. They're not up high. Okay. So we go to the 7 and the 5, and this is what I just took you from the weekly chart all the way down to the 5 and the 7 minute. You see how we did that? Now I can see how someone looked at this like an Adam and Eve. But to me, that was the Adam and Eve, and it kind of got defied, and we went sideways. Could it be a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder? Yeah, it still got defied, though. So right now, look, the 5-minute is still low, pushing to the upside. Once we get back above 45,192, it's on to the races. So I'm watching this 5-minute time frame. The one thing that has me, eerie, you're just kind of like, one thing that takes probability away from the trade that we're going up is the fact that that 1 hour isn't near the 21. I'd like the 1 hour, and see how the 5-minute is curving? I wouldn't be surprised if we did dump right back down here to 44,126 for some type of retest based on the 1 hour time frame. So if the small time frames here can't bail us out on the next, I'd say half an hour to an hour, we can't get if in the next hour and a half, 2 hours at the very most, we can't get a move out, it's likely the 1 hour is going to take us further to the downside. So we need these smaller time frames to bail us out, as Bitcoin's almost up $200. All right, and I'm long, but look at the 1 hour just overbought. So we need the bigger time frames to flush. We need the 1 hour to get pinned. You want to see the stochastic kind of stay up here like this. We had one of them like here. See, the 1 hour got pinned. You would say, oh, we're overbought, but then the bigger time frames took over, and the 1 hour just got pinned. It stayed high. This is what we want to see. We want to see the 1 hour stochastics get pinned, and we want to see the smaller time frames begin to pump, the 4 hour and the daily clean up. We want to see that 8 hour continue to pump to the upside. All right. So we're watching the smaller time frame here right now for Bitcoin. 7-minute looks like it's about to take off to the upside. Possible scalp of the 7-minute time frame for BTC. All right. Shout out to all my beautiful people here that come every single day to get an education, that take this seriously and that support me. You take your life seriously. You show me support and love. You respect me. I get so many side conversations, and I talk to so many of you. It really, 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 really warms my heart. God bless each and every one of you for being here. I appreciate it more than you would ever know. So kind of MYRO looks really good in the 4 hour time frame. See how it looks like it's just getting started for a massive pump to the upside. Remember, I did sell MYRO at like 7.2. Came back down. I did not buy back in at 5.4. And then it pumped to the upside yet again. Now I'm up like 1,700 on MYRO. So, again, thank you so much for the $100 super chat from Jeremy Choco. Look at this guy said. He said, Sam, love what you do. Long-time trader myself. Worked on the New York Stock Exchange ARCA for 5 years. Retired in my 30s after doing well from buying the ETH ICO back in the day. Love your style. Keep teaching the new traders instead of these other YouTubers that only gamble trade. Let's celebrate the first super on a live stream. Here's the deal. I want to be here for a long time. You know what I mean? I don't want to get bagged out at 200x leverage, you know, at the last minute. And I want to build bags. And I really like researching a project, putting my money into something. Like, I like flying out, meeting the team, seeing who they are, right? Meeting the founder, knowing what's going on, and putting my money behind a project that I believe in. You know, that to me, that means something. You can't do that leverage trading. You know what I mean? You can't shake a hand with an investment leverage trading. So like that, and then I'm passionate about that. Like I know where I'm going. I'm going to become an angel investor, venture capitalist. Like, that's what I'm going to be doing. That's where I see myself years from now. I'm going to be flying around the world, meeting young entrepreneurs. I'm going to be in my 50s, and I'm going to be looking for people that I believe in. And I want to see people, and I'm going to be putting my money behind them, you know? And I believe I'm going to have a really good way of figuring out who's who, because I put myself through the gambit. And I can see when someone wants it all the way. I went all the way. I pushed myself to the limit. I dedicated myself to this channel, into crypto trading 110,000%, right? I gave up family, friends, you name it, to get what I have today. You know what I mean? And I'll meet the people and see the people that want to go all the way, and I'm going to invest in them. So it might be you out there. Who out there has their own company? Who out there has a dream? Who out there is working on something amazing? I want to meet you. I want to sit with you. I want to talk with you. I want to see if we can work together and make something amazing. So I love you all. Ordi, Leash, Chainlink, Solana. Our gaming company would be good for angel investors. Dr. Diesel X. Shout out to you with the lifer love. Much peace and love to you and yours. Shout out to Crypto Bear Baker in the house. Shout out to Beans and Greens. Got blasted on, funny. I need to make money this market to buy a house for my wife and kids. You don't need anything, but it would be beautiful. Don't use the word need. It creates lack. You're going to do it. You're going to do it. You're going to do it. All right. I mean, it was obvious that altcoins were going to lose market share to Bitcoin. You could see that Bitcoin dominance was going to pump. And then you could look at Total 3. And all you have to do is look at Total 3, Bitcoin dominance. I mean, it'll tell you a story right there. Right? I'm moving in life, or get me a bedroom ready. Working on my future right now. I love Cardano so much, I have a life-size poster of Charles beside my bed. That's kind of creepy. But he's a nice guy. I'm working on a dishwasher safe, reusable. This guy's ridiculous, man. Good thing I didn't finish that. So MYRO looks interesting to me, but I just don't see the smaller time frame love that I'm looking for. All right. Unless we make some. So I'm looking for MYRO to make. If MYRO can make a cool one of these two, obviously the side pattern would be the best. So if MYRO does a side, I'm going to get in right around there, because the 4 hour says we're going to continue to pump all the way to 13 cents. This looks like it's about to double up. All right. 5 minute will come and handle. They made it a MIDI Brinks box for an order. What's happening with LTC? You're truly an inspiration to me. I heard your history the other day. Thank you, Alex. We love you, man. Make crypto great again. Mickey's gonna boom. I don't know. Mickey looks like trash, bro. Get out of here. That coin looks like absolute trash. Let's be honest, bro. Don't do that. Mickey's gonna boom trash. Bitcoin back to 44,866. Struggling at that 45K level. But it's in a little bit of a flag here on the 7. I'll tell you, the 1 hour doesn't look amazing. I wouldn't be surprised if we dumped all the way back down. But previous resistance is becoming support. SR flipping right now at 44,800, 44,776. So as long as we hold above this level, we're good to go. I'd like to see this go sideways and let the 21 creep into price action. But I'm forced to watch the 7 until I don't, you know what I mean? There's too many times where I didn't watch the 7 and the 7 pumped. And had I watched the 7, I would have made gains. So I've learned my lesson. And now I watch the 7 intently because, you know, and the thing, everything I do seems confusing at times to a beginner. It's from years and years of getting my teeth kicked in. Look, there's the pump to the upside for Bitcoin. There we go, baby. Let's go, baby. Let's go. 45,220. Bam! ETF approval, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Ah! Sammy does it again. We got to get above this resistance, though. But the stochastics told us the story. A little bit of hidden bullish divergence told us a story. I mean, you had hidden bullish here. Swing up to swing up. Well, this swung down. All right? Let's get the move to the upside. They froze my trade on that candle. Oh, come on, man. Everyone has these stories. My trade, come on, man. None of this stuff has ever happened to me. They froze my trade on a candle, and there we up 9%, banging them to the upside. Finally back in the green on the trade. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Could have been a liquidity spike. Don't get too excited. I got excited, but don't get too excited. A beautiful short squeeze for Bitcoin, though, on BOOKMAP. Look at the short squeeze on BOOKMAP. And those were liquidations right there. And BOOKMAP will show you the absolute liquidations. We got to get this fixed soon, though. Come on, guys. But wow, look at that. That was insane. Insane. Hold on, I got to reload. What a move. And now we're back in the green here to the upside. Shout out to anyone. Now, had you taken the original trade, the entry was there at 44,429. You're in the money nicely, up at 45,000. All right. What a time to be alive. I don't know if folks really know how big this is. God bless you all. No, we are in some of the, when gold got its first ETF, it was one of the greatest times ever to be traders. You know what I mean? Gary Gensler just tweeted about crypto. Gary tweet seemed like some advice for what's coming. Interesting. So there was a bullish move, right? 45,000 for Bitcoin. And we just saw that massive short squeeze. You see that? I love watching these balls dance on BOOKMAP. You know you do it. You love it too. It's like, are we really all the way down to 44.7? Are you kidding me? Are you serious? That really just happened like this? Dude, the volatility is disgusting today. 44.6. Dude, no. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold on. This is crazy. I got 4,500 here. I got 44.8 on the Binance. MEXC's holding harder. I got 44,960 now, though. Wow, that was a crazy dip on Binance. Insane. False Move Monday, I remember. I can't believe I just forgot I'm trading False Move Monday. Right? Which I never do. I just forgot because, see, you get so into this ETF nonsense. Should have taken my $50 so I could get closer to my $7,000. Right? And look, what a spike to the upside. So someone just said it was a tweet by Gary Gensler. Follow me on Twitter at CryptoLifer33. I'd greatly appreciate it. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. We plan on building everything we worked on 23. Here's a quick look at some of what's going to work to ensure, a thread. Some things to keep in mind if you're considering investing in crypto assets. Those offering crypto asset investor services may not be complying with applicable law, including federal securities law. Investors in crypto asset securities should understand they may be deprived of key info and other important protections in connection with their investment. Investments in crypto assets can also be extremely risky and often volatile. A number of major platforms of crypto assets have become insolvent and lost value. Investments in crypto assets continue to be subject to significant risk. The rising popularity to lure investors into scams. It's true. So you think that means the ETF is getting approved and he knows it's going to make crypto more prevalent. And so therefore, I'm with that idea. I'm with it. But liquidity grab for Bitcoin, man. See? Dang, man. Don't get too excited. We got excited. We got the nice pump. Dang, I thought it was up more too when I went to look at my trade. I was like, But still, back above 45K. Still a breakout. It's kind of a slanted double bottom here. And still gas with the 7-minute time frame. Nothing has really changed. They just went and got some shorts real quick. They just liquidated a bunch of shorts. You know what I mean? Went and snatched the shorts, came back down, opened up some more longs. I still see this as a move to the upside here. All right. Sounds like a disclaimer to me. Yeah, it does, right? Some things to keep in mind if you're considering investing in crypto assets. Amen. So to me, that says the SEC, that says it's getting approved, right? It says we're getting approved because why would he say that? You get what I'm saying? And so any person who does any type of critical thinking would only assume that the ETF is coming on Wednesday. I've heard BlackRock say for sure the 10th is happening. So shout out to the 1,406 people on the live, 417 likes. We got 1,000 people that are afraid of the like button. Overall, we got 1,000 people afraid of the like button over here. Yeah. We're going to have to add for some assistance to help them. Can we get some therapy here? Some like button therapy? Yeah. We're just going to have to coax them. They're a little afraid. They're going through some fear. We're going to have to talk them out of that. Fake emotions acting real. Don't worry, everybody. If you hit the like button, your finger will still be here. It will not fall off. You're going to be okay. You're going to make it. Trust me. I know you don't believe me. I know you're skeptical. Hit that like button. Everything's going to make it. Everything's going to be okay. You're going to be all right. It won't mess up your hair. Okay? Let's hit the like button. All my OG lifers, hit the like button. Let's get to 2,000 people here on the live. Let's go, baby. We can do it. $115 in chat revenue. This is BOOKMAP. Link in the description below to BOOKMAP. I love it. It's a heat map order book. It shows us where the orders are for Bitcoin. A lot of orders right here. It's likely we're going to pump up into that area. However, we do have a big red area here too, so they're kind of balancing it off. They don't want the traders get too much information, but there's more whales up here, more orders up here. We're likely going to head to 46,000, 46,200, but you never know. That's not a guarantee. That just gives you a little bit of, insight into what's happening. So you can see what's happening behind the candles. BOOKMAP. I love the description on bookmap.com because they really, they do a really good deal. Look, a trading platform that displays market liquidity. Check what the candlesticks are hiding. You see candlesticks. I see order flow in order books. I'm able to read order flow in order books. This company came to me. They came to me and said, "You're one of the most accurate Bitcoin traders we've ever seen. We think our software would couple great with what you do." And we worked out a deal. They do sponsor the channel. Shout out to BOOKMAP, one of the greatest companies out there. Really appreciate the support and love from BOOKMAP. And I go live on BOOKMAP every Tuesday from 1 to 2 p.m. talking about BOOKMAP. We made a live short trade last week that played out to the upside that it gave for free. All right. BOOKMAP does cost money, global plus, but my link makes it the least expensive of any other link. Also, channel sponsors iTrust Capital. All right. Shout out to iTrust Capital with the ETF coming out. All right. Link right there, QR code, all that fun stuff right here. iTrust Capital. Jump on it today. What are they? They're an IRA, Roth IRA. You can basically move your current IRA or open an IRA today or a Roth IRA, right? Tax-free savings for the future. All right. Also, what's really cool about it, all right, one last thing I'm going to say is they custody your money way better. You can also, when you're done and you ask for Bitcoin, they'll send Bitcoin to a real wallet address. When you buy the ETF, you're just going to get money out. You'll never really own Bitcoin. I just want to make that clear. So a big difference between buying the Bitcoin ETF, having access to Bitcoin, and actually owning Bitcoin, right, for your family's, generational wealth down the line. So iTrust Capital really does a different thing there when it comes to custody. And last but not least, the other channel sponsor is BingX. Why do I like BingX? Because you can trade 4x the S&P and cryptocurrency all in the same place. You really can't do that anywhere else. Shout out to BingX. We really appreciate the channel sponsorship. And the biggest channel sponsorship of all, me, the Crypto Lifer. I sponsor myself. My educational classes, my trading group is awesome, super successful. So many people coming in and out that absolutely love it. You know what I mean? And a lot of testimonials too. So people that join my school stick with me for 2-3 years and they understand how to trade for the rest of their lives. They get an education they can carry over for the rest of their lives. All right. The ETF is so close, anything could happen as we hit on the brink of $45,000. Stochastic still pushing to the upside, still a bit of hidden bullish divergence, still hasn't changed. Bit of a double bottom here too as well, as the 7-minute has defended 44,750 twice now. All right, but only time will tell. We did just get a fake squeeze to the upside. It was basically a short squeeze that really wasn't sustainable. All right, Bitcoin lighting for a fake out and then a drop. I don't know. See, I don't say stuff like that. I have no idea what Bitcoin's going to do. I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance. I'm around too many beginner traders, new traders recently. And you know what they do? They do things that kind of get on my nerves. They say what's going to happen. We're going to go up to 46, then come back down to 44. Tomorrow, we're going to bounce off this level. They're going to do this and they're going to do that. We're going to hit the CME gap and then we're going to swing low. I think, I believe, I feel. And I'm just like, it's not what you think, what you feel, what you believe. You know what I'm saying? You got to stick to the charts. You got to stick to the charts. You got to stick to the charts. I'm old school and Discord confuses me. See, I never used Discord either. And I had someone almost leave my Discord one day because he was like, I can't handle Discord. Discord confuses you. Look, you jump on in. It's simple. Close these. It's really simple. It's as simple as I find it simple. You have your welcome area, close it down. Welcome says right when you get in, right? Watch first. Free guides. All right. So you watch first immediately. You hit the free guides. It tells you where to go. You click this link. Lifer charts and updates. That's where I post my stuff that is come from me. And then my elites. That's where they post their charts. Okay. The weekly screen share, token metrics if you want. This is where people talk and share charts. This is like the lobby where they hang out, okay? Here's the TA, and this is where you post your TA questions and post your charts. All you really need is the 99 if you want to ask a few questions and be social sometimes. My charts and the Elite's charts, all right? And the learning and the content directory. You know, the 99 people chat in there. When I was in a trading group, and I love that people chat. Trust me, I chat in my trading group. But when I was in a trading group, I was so adamant and so stuck in my ways, I barely chatted. You know what I mean? I was always just stuck in the charts. I am firmly believe this is going to continue to pump to the upside based on the stochastics RSI, but you never know. See, I said firmly believe. Who cares what I believe? The stochastics have a probability of a move to the upside. So it doesn't matter what I believe, think, or feel. It's what the stochastics are telling me, okay? Stochastics RSI, that's my go-to trading, you know. All right. They're not traders, they're fortune tellers. Yeah. Aji, can you tell the time to figure out Discord how you're going to accomplish anything in life hard? If you can't take the time to figure out Discord, how are you going to accomplish anything in life that's hard? I mean, that's tough love right there. 100% though, right? If you're like, Discord's too hard for me, it's like, you're never going to get the bank account of a billionaire then. If Discord's too hard for you, then you're not going to become a billionaire. That's why I love when people make excuses and I'll hear them and I'll be like, well, that's one person that I won't have to worry about becoming a millionaire. Like, they're not going to get in the way. You know what I mean? There's competition right gone. All right. Moving forward to other things that we're going to look at. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. We're going to look at the total market cap. Every day we look at more things than just Bitcoin. And look, this is still ready to go. Nothing wrong with this setup right here. Still looking good after that retest bounce, holding it down, getting tighter in the zone and coupling the 21 in the 5 in the 50 and about to get above this point of control here on the 5 minute in the VRVP. You get above the point of control, you're going to go to the value area highs. 46,675 is very likely. To me, it looks like a big move is coming to the upside. I may even adjust my take profit here because I feel like I'm selling myself. No, yeah, 46,762. Yeah. Okay. And it could be a massive move to the upside. It could be quick. You never know. So I still like what I'm seeing here for Bitcoin on the Binance chart. And what was that on the all-time history index? I gave you 2 looks just because that's how I be. You know what I mean? Talked about how ugly that head and shoulder looked on Link and it would break to the downside. It hit the exact target, which is pretty crazy. Pocket Network, one of my favorite coins on the low. Haven't looked at the chart in a long time. What's up with Pocket? Pocket nailed it. Look at it, continued to the upside and nailed it, dude. Pocket Network off of the 618 golden pocket. Shout out to anyone that did or did not get into Pocket. I kept always, I haven't mentioned it a lot in the last few days, but I love the Pocket Network. You know what I mean? And I put it out here at 1220. Right there. I gave you the exact entry to get in on the Pocket Network. See, Pocket on KuCoin, hidden bullish in the golden pocket fib, oversold in the Stokes on the daily, 12:20, 5:25 p.m. There's your before. And there is your after. There's your before. And there is your after. The Pocket Network right there from the before would continue to the upside and bang on them. Stop loss below that like 706 area would be absolutely, and that went up 100% gains. The Pocket Network. All right. God bless anyone that did or did not take that, or even if you just learned from it. If you missed it, okay, no worries. There's going to be so many more your way. Have no fear. Take a deep breath, but pay attention. That took some time. That took a month about. A little under a month. 12 days under a month. But still. And that's while Bitcoin's doing all these crazy things, if you stick to your coins, if you stick to what you're doing, Pocket Network, 105%. And it's a coin that Tokenmetric kind of went over. I've been picking it out since it was down here. I just like the name, Pocket Network, too. I just think it's hot. You know what I mean? It's marketable. It makes sense. I like it. The Pocket Network, man. And the MOVR was on our radar, right? This kind of got some Pocket Network vibes to me. Feel like it was in a flag, broke back inside the flag. If you try to include it, you get some kind of ascending triangle whackness. You know what I mean? Touching the 21 on the daily is okay. 2 days a little high. The 3 day says that we have to come back down. May not happen. So that stresses. That's a little high risk there because of the 3 day chart. But this thing has been brewing. It's high risk, I'll be honest. For my trading style. Almost a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder there, though, which is interesting. If price action can continue sideways and pull the 200 in, chance that this thing is going to continue to 59. I just got that other time frame, you know, is a little worrisome to me. Yo, Bake is got APY for SFUND that I found out recently. I want to get my SFUND into Bake and make my 700% bakery swap, right? Last time we looked at it, it was in the flag. It came back down all the way. Look, it broke the 200 SMA. Usually when you break a 200 SMA in the 4, you come to the 8. Your very at a previous resistance becomes support. So they ran it up and they ran it down. Like Bake from 21 all the way up to 87. Beautiful 4X, and then the sell-off, right? 104 coming for Bake if it can get back up to its highs. I like where it's at. It could have been a superficial pump there. I don't really know, like, you know, back down to the 786. It's a safe place to get in. I like to wait for it to retrace, make a bounce, get some bullish div, and then break. So I want to see it. If I was going to swing trade this, because I wouldn't long-term hold it. We traded this back in the day. And it could go back to its all-time high at $7. I mean, you never know. We love this coin. We used to trade Bake. Bake was one of my calls, 7X, 8X. We did really good with Bake. Well, maybe even more, 20, 30 cents. It went to $8, right? Sam, what's the hardest starting bankroll you move forward with? I want to practice a small launch amount. I mean, like $100, you know what I mean? $150. I should do a learn to use Discord Zoom for the group. Hey, why not, man? We would love that, Jamie, and we'd appreciate it, and yours would be so thorough and amazing. I would be blessed if you did that. I didn't use Discord. I thought it was only for gamers and stuff, and I didn't really get it. It took me some time to get used to. My team told me we needed to move from Telegram to Discord, and I didn't want to, but we did, so. Shout out to Ray Ambler for Bake. Shout out to Del Miro. Hit the like button. We appreciate you. Beans and Greens. Try this fib theory. If you put 0 line at 0 price and then 4 fib line at Bitcoin all-time high. Very interesting. Thank you. I appreciate it. I can't see. I'm a visual learner. I can't see it when you talk it. I have to be shown. It's really weird. But thank you, Beans and Greens. We appreciate you. If you send a picture to someone in the trading group, they'll get it to me. A whale purchased 3 million of ATOR. Okay, we'll look at ATOR. Data Schwartz. AGIX from Live, Laugh, and Love. And Del Miro. PAWSWAP. Dude, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you. And the $100 from my man, Jeremy Choco. We love you. And where are you living now, man? Let's link up, dude. You're retired? You must retire with a couple $100 million. So let's fly to Mallorca and chill, man, and kick it. You know what I mean? You can teach me the ways of old school. So down $8, still with a trade. Everything looking nice inside the zone. And I'll just kind of continue to trust the pattern in the trend line until I can't. Keep my stop, keep my take profit, and just continue to roll on, baby. Continue to roll on the way I do. 2.97 risk-reward ratio, everything where I want it, and proper risk management. So I'll either lose or win. If I lose, it's okay. I'm not risking a lot. All right? Shout out to everybody here on the live. Make sure you're always doing it like this. Look, I'm risking 162 for 454. If you don't know what you're risking for what you're getting, then you shouldn't be trading. All right? If you can't ask yourself, if you're winging your trade, just kind of, I'll be honest, all the leverage trades that I lost were ones I opened when I was at a mall, when I was just in a car. Most of the ones I lost were ones that I just didn't assess the risk properly and decided I was just going to take the trade because it looked good and I had to get in. And I didn't set my stop loss prop. I said, I'll set that when I get home. I said, I'll get in now. When I get home, I'll set it. I get home, I'm down $300-400. You panic sell. It never goes to plan when you don't plan it. It never goes to plan when you don't plan it. The trade does not go to plan when you don't plan the trade right. Plan your trades out properly. I'm telling you right now. Get a diary. Write down when you enter the trade. Write down what's happening. Take it seriously. Don't play yourself. You know what I mean? Take it seriously. Don't play yourself. Make it happen. You can, you will. You are the best. Believe in yourself. There's no one that needs to believe in you but you for you to become amazing. All right? It takes you. If the whole world believed in you and you didn't, would you get there? No. If nobody believed in you but you did believe in yourself, would you get there? Yes. What an amazing idea. So it doesn't matter what anybody thinks of us. It matters what we think of ourselves. Amen. Amen. Cheers to that. You can, you will, you are the best. You're going to make it. I know you are. Because you're here with me and I made it. And everyone around me is going to become successful because I refuse to be around people that aren't successful. So if you want to hang out and raise your vibration, raise your frequency, you're at the right place at the right time. God bless each and every one of you for being here. All right. I'm visually kinesthetic with audible tendencies. Shout out to Armstrong33. We love you and we appreciate you. Ivo10 broke. Bless you, boss. Bless you, my man. Shout out to Psychology BN. And everybody here on the live. Pickle Rick. Bitcoin at 45.50 now. Dancing, baby. Dancing. We're back in the green. The lowest this trade was down was about $50. We never sweated it. Not one bit. It's $50. Like, whatevs. All right. Okay. Let's take a look at PAWSWAP, which honestly continues. And then we got Paw Zone. Is Paw Zone, does that have something to do with PAWSWAP? Or is that a completely different thing? Looks like he got rug pulled. PAWSWAP on MEXC. So, honestly, if PAWSWAP is going to do something, which I still haven't been sold on it, all right? People are trying to sell me on it, and the idea looks interesting, but I haven't bought in yet, all right? We missed this beautiful run-up. Token Metrics did talk about it. It's in a beautiful retracement. Like, you know, it's edging towards its 618 golden pocket, all right? 8-hour time frame says there's more downside, though. And we could come all the way back down to the 786. I'm not saying it's guaranteed. Daily getting a little low. 2-day chart may have more. 12 hours says you've hit your bottom. That was likely your bottom. You're making your first higher low there on the 12-hour. Kind of look at shoulder. A head and a right shoulder. Not easy to see. PAWSWAP. You know, something tells me it may be a winner. I'll be honest. I know, you know, getting it down here would be amazing. It's got some memeness to it, though, but people say, no, it's more than a meme. It always is more than a meme every time, isn't it? Every time. Look at how many zeros, man. It's crazy. High risk. I'm not jumping in. I'm just, you know, it just keeps coming across my radar. It's definitely something that I want to look at. Bitcoin definitely trying to get that pop to the upside here. Heading into the heavy momentum range. We're up a beautiful $12. Oh, my God. So here's to the lifers that struggle and strifers working long after the day is done. Here's to the broke backs, the cowboys and the hats, the last great generation seem like they still dream. Amen. God bless you, brother. I like that. Bonk, I think it has room. I don't know, man. Bonk. I moved on from Bonk. You know what I mean? I like this double bottom here. I like this channel. I like what we're seeing for Bitcoin. I'm still long, and you can see why. And I've been very, very accurate trading Bitcoin. So, hey, you never know, though. This could turn around and dump in my face, and I'll lose my trade in front of everybody. It's okay. I've lost trades. I've lost tons of trades now on my live stream. The other day, I had tons of people watching 1,500, and I lost a trade. I could, you know, I was like, oh, all these new people. It is what it is, man. The key is to have proper risk management and to keep moving. I'll be here 10 years from now, continuing to trade, continuing to do my thing. Let's take a look at ATOR. So you said, yeah, it made kind of an Adam and Eve here. See it? Almost like an Adam, and there's your Eve, and there's your neckline. So you got this kind of cool neckline here hugging, and that's an Adam and Eve that should break to the upside. Might make a little, sometimes they make a little flag here, and you got to stay above the 200 SMA. But yeah, it was doing so good, and then it got that major sell-off. Crazy, right? Looks a lot like TRB in a way, right? But that was a lot quicker. However, look, shoulder, head, right shoulder. Even when they manipulate price action, the guy who does his TA will see it before it happens. That's why I tell everyone. Everyone's like, oh, manipulation, oh, all this pain. And I'm like, who cares? You're going to be able to, they manipulate through the price action. And price action shows you through math what's going to happen. So, you know, chance that this flag breaks out if Bitcoin gets silly and the whole market gets kind of fun. You know, so I would watch this flag for ATOR. Very sharp trend line. Kind of making that ascending triangle there. See that? Yeah, big time frame, small time frame. Chance this thing continues. Where would that target take us up to? About 171 for ATOR. All right. Gary just posted to trade safely. I know, right? I'm looking at Matic, Solana, Ethereum killer. Just 65 likes to help your lifer community to reach 700 likes, fam. If you check out the white paper, you may change your mind. Things are in development by the PAWSWAP PawChain team, but the own research is needed as usual. That's what I'm saying. See what he just said? See, everyone that researches it rides me, and they're doing a really good job of making me feel like I should have some PAWSWAP. They're really doing a good job at it. So, they're making me feel the FOMO. Bitcoin at 45,100. We're back in the money, baby. We're back in the money, baby. We're back in the money, baby. All right? We got to get above this resistance to remain bullish. Otherwise, it's like a triple top. Look what I also see here, too, which is interesting. A shoulder ahead on a possible right shoulder for a move to the upside. So we could come back down. Testing this POC, which has a gap here that we moved smoothly through earlier today. Do we Bart Simpson our way right back down? That's a possibility. Keep it in the back of your mind. Never be fully bull bias, never be fully bear bias. Have a dual bias at all times if you can. It took me years to hold a dual bias. It's very hard to do, but you'll be able to do it over time with a lot of exercise. Exercise the ability to have a dual bias, and you will have one. Amen. Amazing, right? AGIX, giant shoulder, head, right shoulder. Massive dump. I can't believe they dumped AGIX like that. Wow, they dumped these altcoins. Just crazy. AGIX got dumped from 37 all the way back to 27. And honestly, I'm close to selling all my AGIX. I mean, it underperformed in this market. When all these other coins rallied, it did a double up. So one of my biggest picks has been one of the biggest, one of the worst returns. I have to be honest. A slump for my AGIX pick, which sucks, you know what I mean? But again, I think in the bull run it can still 20x, but I piled a lot of capital into this thing. And I'm like, it would have served me. Naka would have had to put all my money into Naka at the same time instead of AGIX. Man, I would have made like $250,000 or more. All right. Someone just said ICP is dog water. Wow. I mean, it seems to have some new tech that no one else has, and it's going to do something and revolutionize the world. But it likes to wreck a lot of people. Trading-wise, it doesn't do too well for the community. You know what I mean? It doesn't make a lot of millionaires. Yes. Maybe it will one day, Kind of a bit of a cup and handle here. It is coming down to the 618 Fibonacci level. It's very oversold, but definitely manipulation. You're not able to get back above 37. And it's been since basically April 17th, about a year ago and some change since, or coming up on a year since we've been there. Dogs in Hollywood drink Fiji water, right? I know, right? We'll never buy a coin named ICP. Makes me think of Insane Clown Posse, and I can't stand them, he says. I see. He said hate, but I don't like to use the word hate, but I didn't want to take his words away. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody watching right now. If you want to jump on into the trading group and learn what we learned, find the setups that I post every single day. And I'm not a signals group. I don't say buy here, do this. Sometimes I post ideas. I did post it, a leverage trade for Bitcoin that I was taking. But join the trading group. Hit right here, bang, and this will take you to cryptolifer.com. I made a beautiful website for you to jump on into and be entertained by. Learn to trade, unlock financial freedom. The 99 trading group will take you there and give you the education you deserve. Have a beautiful Discord in your pocket no matter where you are with insights, information. I even post, inspirational education, gratitude in the morning, gratitude at night. You may be feeling down, then you hear my post and you feel amazing. So it's a spiritual, emotional, and I'm all about the charts, man. But I'm going to push you to be the best person you can. Raise your frequency to the highest place possible. Sign up to my newsletter today. This will prompt you when you come to the newsletter. Sign up to my newsletter. Put your email address in, hit consent. When you send me your email address, I will work so hard for you. You're going to get 2 newsletters, one on Saturday, one on Monday. It'll absolutely blow your mind, all right? Jump on in today to the hardest working people in crypto. I haven't taken a day off since February of 2021. We did 2 back-to-back years straight without a day off. And I'm going to do 2024 the same way I did 2023 and 2022. We're already 8 days in on 11:11 a.m. Shout out to everyone. God bless. Let's get back in to the charts. All right. So Bitcoin's still struggling here. And now look, overbought on the 5-minute time frame. It looks like we may be making that right shoulder that I showed you. Shoulder, head, right shoulder here. Stochastics RSA coming back down. As I said before, if we break back inside this pattern, then we're going to drop down. Then it's bearish. Then we have the pattern. It's an ascending triangle. The measured move really takes you right back down to 42,500. So that's not ruled out today. It's not ruled out today. But as long as we stay inside this pattern, as long as we don't break back inside this trend line, as long as we don't lose the 200 SMA on the 5-minute time frame, and then I'll take you through the next, the evolution of what's going to happen to price action from the 1 hour to the 4 hour and so on. And that's why my trading style is so accurate, because I'm always open-minded to what could happen, and I know what to look for when those things do happen. For instance, I'll be looking for the 15-minute to be losing its 200 SMA. If that happened, then I'd be looking for the 1 hour. Once the 1 hour, I'd be looking for the 4 hour. Once the 4 hour, I'd be looking for the 8. And that's why anyone who says they're super bearish and thinks they're going down the tubes, I'd be like, but how? You know what I mean? So right now we have a bullish engulfing candle on the 8-hour time frame. Things look very bullish. We still have momentum in the 8 hour. We're just crossing the dotted line. I've seen massive moves. Look, just across the dotted line there was that green candle. Two of Bitcoin's biggest green candles recently on the 8 hour came when you just got above the dotted line of the stochastics RSI. And we're just getting there now again at 45,020. So far, so good for Bitcoin. Nothing really to freak out about. It's just doing its time. We're in some chop here in the smaller time frames, and it is False Move Monday. Just be careful. Take a breather. Give yourself a chance. And remember, I usually don't even trade Mondays, but here I am. Rock me like a hurricane. Here I am. Rock me like a hurricane. I love that track. All right, anyway. So this is where I sit for BTC. All right, on top of this, wow, MYRO starting to get that pump, a lump, up to 80. Could it be a shoulder head and a right shoulder? There's a chance. Watch the consolidation for MYRO. Okay. I keep hearing about this SEILOR coin, Block SEILOR. Do you guys hear about it too? Is this it? Oh, we went over this yesterday. This thing pumped nicely. Remember, we talked about this yesterday, and it did break out for a beautiful, 35% gains out this little flag. And we put it out here, and it's up 69, still holding gains of probably about 34% from when I first put it out. Pretty awesome. SEILOR. All right. Shout out to the 1,459 people here on the live. God bless you all for jumping on it. ETF has been postponed till March, says somebody. Nah, I'm just messing with y'all. We don't know, though. Be prepared for, you know what I like about that, though? Be prepared for something like that to happen. Be prepared for that. You know what I mean? You should always never tell yourself you know what's happening. Just be super open to any possibility in life. It's just what he says to Circe, right? I love that line when he's like, play all possibilities in your mind. So if anything happens, you're ready for anything. You know what I mean? Trading is just like chess. All right. Look, I want to see if that can consolidate and then continue to the upside. This is looking pretty bullish to me. SEILOR. I don't know anything about it. I don't know what it is, but I'm just looking at the technicals. They're very tight on the moving averages. 1 hour is not great, but tight on the moving averages. 4 hours getting ready for another pump to the upside. I just wait on that 1 hour time frame. Keep an alert here. Bring it a little closer to price action. Definitely something I'm willing to watch. 1 hour's not in our favor right now, but it's definitely something I'm willing to watch. It's been consolidating nicely after and look, it's just been on a consistent uptrend. SEILOR. And that's going to be back on the radar if you're not able to come to the live. What we do is we're always attempting to post what we see here. That way you're privy to it in the Discord as well. This is we're a moving form right now. We're always in moving form. We're never stagnant. We're always changing. We're always moving. We're never stuck on one idea. All right. Tia and Shiba Inu, love your vibes and your energy. God bless. Shout out to Charles Kennedy in the house. Another fellow Kennedy. Shout out to you, my friend. AKT, yo, that thing just continues to rip. Funny, I remember when I first put that out. But yes, Akash Network just continues to do damage. Only on KuCoin, just absolutely tearing faces off. And look at that, up 38%. Akash Network. Trying to see, did I put that post out? I don't think so. But we were trading Nakash back in August. You know what I mean? It was like something I was really into. Slipped my radar. I didn't get to see it recently. But yeah, it just continues to do damage. All the way to $3. Look at that thing. And holding its gains nicely. Doubled up since November 16th. 1 to 3. And Tectum banged on him to the upside again from the double bottom, hitting the target. Tectum. You know, I wanted to get a Tectum early and I didn't. So it keeps me from wanting to rush on in, right? I put it out on 11.18 though, back at $11.54. And now it's at 41 bucks. So if you're in my trading group, look, Tectum, this thing has been on a mission. This may continue. And I'm showing you Tectum going to 18. I mean, it did continue. So I'm putting it out at 11 bucks. Before it would 4x. All right, so you would have known. And then I don't know when I put this out. We might have done it on the weekly screen share. But anytime I see the moving averages getting tight, I see price action consolidating, I grab the length of the pole and get ready for a move. And usually I grab the length of the pole like so. And then once I get up here, I kind of readjust it to how price action was moving. And that's your target. And that's kind of where you ended up sitting. Tectum. Wow, unbelievable chart for Tectum. So now what for Tectum? Well, I would look at everything else on the bigger time frames. So boom, consolidate, boom, little consolidation, overbought. You would say Tectum has to come back down to the 21-day moving average. I'd be pulling fibs here from wick to wick and waiting for that puppy to retrace. Price action does the same things over and over again, no matter what asset it is, over and over and over again. And not using your emotions to chase and just playing the mathematics over time is how you're going to be better, right? So by using technical analysis, you're just going to be better. By consistently using your emotions, you're going to wear yourself down and eventually, most likely, go broke. You know what I mean? And what I do too is I put alerts here on the stochastics RSI. Now I got an alert down there and I won't look at this again. Maybe I'll glance at it every couple of days, right? I've heard of Corgi AI. Yeah, Corgi AI, it's interesting. Sammy, check our right stream on MEXC. Went up more than 200%. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Honey needs to be on your radar. Great project. Well, there's so many different projects. Honey what? Honey Hive Mapper on CoinX. I've heard Hive Mapper numerous times recently. And it's on CoinX, and that means it's very early. You know who has this on their radar right now is Token Metrics, right? I've been seeing this. And new Token Metrics data will come out today. I'll be posting it right after the live stream, so get hungry, get ready, get excited. Who here loves the new Token Metrics data every Monday? Who here loves going over it on Thursdays? Look, there's a bit of an Adam and Eve double bottom there. That's going to have a, that's going to have a nice move off that neckline. 36 cents from 19. Hive Mapper. Resistance, bum, 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 bum. Looks like you could make a move here. 2 hour looks like it needs to reset first. How's your 4 hour time frame? 4 hour looks great. Like it could get a bit of a pump. That looks like a good pump. And look, it looks like it's in a pretty nice, yeah, it's in the golden pocket too. So, I mean, you just got to go with what you can go on. Golden pocket, right? Been mining it for years. It's a money printer. This thing, honey, Hive Mapper, really? How do you mine it? I swear this guy makes it look easy. I'll do it and get wrecked. Andre Brown. Samo, could you check XNA? Looking like it's going to pump. Token Metrics +1. Put a 1 in the comment section if you love the 1 day Token Metrics section that I post every Monday. I got no love on the chat. Mr. Lifer, love your show. Can we look at SEI? Yes, thank you so much. Elliot Palasiano. God bless you. Thank you for jumping on in. We appreciate you and we love you. 111. Shout out to Crypto Billy in the house. Lifer Adam in the house. Eric Eubanks in the house. Crypto Kennedy, Deep Forest, going hard. Honey is on Coinbase. Interesting. And is it the same chart? It would be USD on Coinbase, right? I don't see it on Coinbase. Yeah, I don't see so. I don't see say. Say you know. Say you say no. No, it's not on Coinbase. Thank you. Why did you waste my time? Well, I figured that out on my own. All right. So you might have learned about a new coin today. You might have heard about a new coin. You might have got into something different. This is what we plan on doing, is just educating you so you have so much more information than you had before. Every single day here on the channel. All right. Bitcoin. I have Bookmap running in another screen at all times, just so you know. So when you're watching my channel, it's like having a hawk. I'm also watching Bitcoin for you. It's sitting at 44,000, 45,000 even, battling the markets on a Monday. Expect nothing less on a Monday. Hive Mapper's interesting. I like this Adam and Eve. I like the golden pocket. Interesting. Honey, USDT on MEXC. Hive Mapper. In the golden pocket. Oversold on the 4-hour. Watching the 2-hour. For a better entry. All right, cool. If the Bitcoin ETF is getting approved today, we will never see a better money ever. We will never see a better money ever. I want to post that to Twitter because like people have to know that it was a typo on purpose. But like, maybe I won't do it. If Bitcoin ETF is getting approved today, we will never see a better money ever. I just love that. You're the best, man. I love you, bro. Watch out, everyone thinking the rates are going to drop, but inflation going back up by the Chinese New Year. It's okay. Rates going up will be good for Bitcoin. You know what I mean? You can swap SOL for it on Phantom Wallet if you want to get Honey without mining it. But it looks like I can get it here on MEXC right there. Isn't that the same one? Is that Honey? Right? And why is Ben V1 whipping? Which Honey is it? It's got to be this Honey, Hive Mapper, right? Yeah, it's got a Solana wallet right there. Yeah. But it's also on MEXC. I don't got to do any of that. I could just grab it on MEXC. Does anyone know when it will be listed on Coinbase? So someone probably read that and then said it in my chat. So yeah, see, it's like it's a game of telephone. That's why I have to be really careful what I read and what I talk about here on the show. You know what I mean? Because it just might not be real. This coin is hot. This coin's getting some buzz. I'm telling you right now. And it's new. And I wouldn't be surprised if it did bump pretty nicely. I wouldn't be surprised if it ends up at $1.67. I don't own any right now. No one paid me to say that. I'm making that really clear. And again, you can grab this coin on MEXC. MEXC is the greatest place. 0.1% spot maker and taker fees. So simple. 0.1% future maker fee. The smallest future maker fee in the game. Like you won't be able to pay 0.1% anywhere else. If you limit in and out, it'll be absolutely beautiful. If you market in and out, 0.5%, still less than everybody else. But on top of that, have access to coins that nobody else has. Like Hive Mapper, you're going to have to go figure out how to get a Phantom wallet, which I have here, and do all that fun stuff. Or you could just buy it here on MEXC and 10x it. You know what I mean? So MEXC has access to coins that nobody else, right? People taking pictures of the roads, Hive Mapper, right? That's all it is, right? It's a decentralized dash cam. But right now, there's a 1K Honey bonus with all cams bought this month. Hive Mapper. Use policy ID first. Interesting. Pretty sure it's not on MEXC. It's on CoinEx. I think you're right. Yeah, you're right. Thank you for saying that. Hive Mapper. So you got to go to CoinEx to grab it. I believe I'm going to be sending $1,000 to $2,000 over to CoinEx, and I'm going to be buying this coin. It's got a lot of hype. It went from 12 all the way up to 29. We're getting a little bit of a dip right now. To me, I believe this is going to have a hype train. Things is already kind of had one. Likelihood of a move to the upside on this one. I'm going to put what I'm willing to lose and let it ride. That's how I rock CoinX, because CoinX is crazy. All right? Very, very small exchange. Okay. Let's move forward to the DXY and take a look at what's happening to the DXY. All right? Beautiful, 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 beautiful. All right? So look, we didn't want this to break out, retest, then we could have a problem. We want to get the rejection of this level, right? We kept saying we don't want to see the dollar break back above the 200 SMA on the 4 hour. We want a rejection here. And look what we got. We got a shoulder. Dude, we have a head and shoulder on the dollar. Dude, how do we not pump today for Bitcoin? Like, ready to go. Look at this. We're about to dump right now on the DXY. That means stocks are going to go up, because if the dollar dumps, things that cost money in the dollar are going to go up in value. For the next 2-3 days, it looks like the dollar will dump. Real estate will go up in value. If you're about to do a deal, you might want to do it today. Tomorrow, it looks like that thing's going to be up more. And if we get rejected here, which we are on this trend line, it's likely we're going to drop all the way back down to the bottom here. And it's going to continue further downside for the DXY. I see the DXY headed down to 99 and back below that $100 psychological support that it almost broke quite recently. So that's a really good sign that we also may get a nice pump for Bitcoin as we hold 45,000. At 45,000 even right now, again, we're just flat on. Like, price action is getting hot. Honey should do well in the bull run. My dash cam delivers in March, supposedly. Interesting. How did you get it? Where do you? Oh, I can figure that out for myself, right? Go to Twitter, go to Telegram, go to their website. Hive Mapper, shop dash cams, products and pricing, use cases, train map AI, contribute to earn, manage the fleet, buy a dash cam, on sale now. What I'm going to do is, before I touch this, because sometimes like you hit that and then like, you know, some form will come up and then it will fill out your information in front of everyone. So they got a 4K dash cam, they got a 300 dash cam. Need support with your dash cam contact? We'll get back with you in 48 to 72 business hours. Building a better map together. Hive Mapper. What an interesting idea, right? Capture imagery plus video. Best selling. I mean, you'd probably want the smaller one, even if the other one's better. They look pretty big and bulky. I'll be honest, I personally don't want this in my car like that. That's a lot. That's kind of a pain in the, like, I don't want to be driving my Cadillac around and seeing that. You know what I mean? Maybe I do. I don't know. I also don't drive that many places. I kind of drive in the same place over and over again. Huh. Captures 4K imagery. Ships with everything you need to start earning. Do you think you could make your money back? I think it's kind of fun. I would spend this. I may buy this. I may buy this. I'm thinking of buying this. I'm thinking of buying it. New orders estimated delivery May of 2024, so you will not get it till May. All right. So you heard it here first. I may invest in that. It's kind of like the HNT before it got bigger. It's like a helium idea in a way. You know, some different, similar decentralized idea with people building the map. But, you know, Bitcoin's still sitting pretty. Look at that. That's that little right shoulder. And now we can tighten this channel up a little bit, and it's getting tighter and tighter. And it tells me that a move is coming for Bitcoin. I like this idea here. I may double down. I'm about to double down in this trade. I'm going to risk the same amount, 475. So now I'm going to risk about $300 now in the long, right? But I'm going to gain about 800. So I doubled down into the trade. You can see now I'm risking 20,000. Now the margin is 849 at 25x leverage. Now I have two trades open. If they both hit 165, we'll lose. 132 will lose. So I'll lose about 280. If I win, I'm going to win 359 and 451. All right. So I'm going to win about $800, or I'm going to lose about 268. It's about a 3-to-1 risk reward ratio, a little underneath that, 2.97, something 2.8. All right. For Bitcoin. Market structure is looking pretty. I'm sticking with it. I love it. MYRO can do this beautiful consolidation. I'm going to take this 7-minute flag. But I already made my gains with MYRO. Whenever I made good gains, I never want to go back in. I get that like weird feeling. Shout out to the awesome super chats, everyone that fan funded today. We really appreciate you. And we go over all the super chats. We appreciate you and we love you. Ladies, SHIB, SEI, Casper, and ASTRO. We'll take a look at those. And thank you for keeping me on ASTRO, as we found out ASTROport has a big part of the SEI ecosystem, right? Let's take a look at ladies on MEXC. Last time I looked at it, I was bearish on it. I remember someone asking me, and I was like, I don't know. It doesn't look too good to me. I'd be careful, right? So it had a possible buy zone right there at the 706, but it lost the 200 SMA. You see that? Then it fought. Once you lose the 4-hour 200 SMA, you must assume you're going to the 8-hour 200 SMA. I talk about this all the time. I think I brought it up like 5 times today. I brought it up for Bitcoin and some other coins too as well. This is a meme coin that you would have to believe in. I don't believe in meme coins. I don't dollar coverage average into meme coins. I hold Pepe because it could do big. I hold some Ben coin. I hold some memes. But I'm not like, you know what I mean? It is what it is. So previous support becomes resistance right here. We're getting the bounce. Might be a great place to get into ladies. If you love it, if you want it. I personally am not touching it. I wouldn't put it out to the trading group. Super, super high risk. Possible 287% gains coming. It could also even go to 0 and no one would care about it again. So up to you completely on ladies. All right. You could draw a fib and you're definitely at the 886 retracement, right? I mean, I knew that just because you could see where it was an 88. That's 88%, right? I mean, traditionally you don't go much lower. So you're not buying the top if you chase ladies now, I'll tell you that. But again, I'm not touching it. Okay. Ben coin took off. Bonk about to go bonkers. You guys are funny. And let's take a look at our baby Shibby Uno on MEXC or wherever you want to look at it. They got it everywhere. So I've been watching SHIB just hold this trend line, and as long as it gets the bounce on the 8-hour oversold stochastic, I don't see why we can't get some love. It is below the 200 SMA. Do we, but we're getting held by the 12-hour, which is a good sign. See how we bounced there? So I would expect some type of bounce. You can see it was a slanted Adam and Eve. And I want you to get more into the idea of slanting your patterns. Understanding that patterns don't have to be lateral. They can be slanted. Boom, measured move. And look, mind that weird wick. It is what it is. But the overall idea was an Adam and Eve to the downside, right? The patterns do not have to be perfect. They can be slanted. Understanding that concept could save you or make you a good amount of money because you'll see something that most people will not see. So you really want SHIB to get this bounce, even if it comes back down. And that may be the lowest price you can get SHIB before a major, bigger move. Rising wedge break up parabolically. We would need a parabolic move for SHIB. For me, there would have to be some Doge news with Elon Musk. It's kind of a giant Adam and Eve there, though. But you kind of, SHIB, Doge, they all kind of move together. Doge, Elon, Mars, all that stuff kind of. So I own some SHIB. I don't care about it. I don't put my whole life into it. It is what it is. If something happens to it, good. If not, so be it. You know what I mean? I'm not really, I don't stress SHIB at all. But you're looking for the bounce. Cool thing is, if you do get the bounce, looks like you may get kind of a shoulder, a bit of a head, and maybe a right shoulder there. And that thing will look really nice. And I could play the right shoulder to the upside for a swing trade. All right. Another cool cat way to play this is just to wait for it to get back above this key resistance here, the point of control, that's 1125. Wait for it to break above that and retest, and that's probably going to be a jolly ride. SEI, we figured it had to come back after the massive pump, right? And so I've been just saying that it has to pull back, and so far it did exactly that. Since the top of that night, we've been saying that it has to pull back, and it's just been doing that, okay? Remember, it got very, very beat up on the bigger time frames. Like the 2-day says, hey, you got to come down to the 21 SMA. Maybe it defies that, but most likely it does not. Let's look at our daily time frame too as well. Our daily also needs to touch the 21. Chance that the 22 and the 12 start to get busy, but unlikely. More likely we close candles below when we come down to the 50. The 50 goes sideways, we go more down. So I just see a bigger pullback. This thing ripped way too fast. It's got to pull back. That's what happens. BMAX, all these things, they all do the same thing. There's going to be a pullback. All right. Having patience and using technical analysis, for me, is the key to not jumping in and out of things emotionally all right, and buying things at the completely wrong time, all right? We talked about Casper. I jumped out of it completely. It was only sitting at 3, and it went all the way to 5, 6. I mean, it almost doubled up. Like, I just wasn't impressed. After this pump, the sell-off, and I have good instincts. My instincts told me something isn't right with the project. I don't know what it is. And again, I don't want to flood it because I don't know. I could be wrong. It's my instincts, and I could be wrong. And I love the project and the people that started. I hope they do well. I don't ever want to put down any crypto project, you know. I feel bad when I'm done investing in something because that's my action. And a lot of people do hear me. And so I kind of, I can flood it without trying to flood it, you know, just by how accurate I've been in the past. And people say, well, now he doesn't want it now. But that's, again, you got to do your own thing and your own speculation. I see this as making some type of handle. The 3 days a little high, and then it could continue to the upside. So I'd look for the handle, some consolidation. Wouldn't be surprised if it went to 8.8, though, over time. Giant kind of triple bottom here, or double bottom, and then made a slight higher low right there above that resistance. And the resistance I'm talking about are these two areas. Resistance, resistance, resistance. We bounce right there. Okay. All right, let's take a look at ASTRO, and then we're going to get into the total market cap. And we have more to talk about kind of and I also want to look at Bitcoin dominance like we did last night. Who here enjoyed the weekly candle close last night and had an absolute blast? So we talked about Astroport when we found it, and I said, this is hot. I said, I wouldn't be surprised if we got a move here, and we found hidden bullish divergence, and we found the wick. This thing, and when we talked about it going to 405. So far, since I called this thing out, it's been going up 46%. Even from the middle area there, if it broke out, 21% after a little bit of a dip. Astroport's getting used. It's hot, right? People are running in and out. So I see this thing continuing. I also see a bit of a shoulder ahead and a right shoulder. It's high risk, okay? It has, lower liquidity. Not many people know about it, but it had a beautiful hidden bullish here on the daily, which told you that you're going to continue and break the high inside the divergence, which you're very close to now, okay? And the daily still has legs to the upside, telling me that this wants to continue to that 40-cent target. It was just down here at 3 cents not too long ago. I mean, can you believe it? On November 16th. And the chance to get back in at 16 cents has now come and gone. And we covered this and went over it, Astroport. And we kind of talked about why, right? I'm not saying I was the first one. I was a little late on this. I wish I was earlier on it. But here we are giving you Astroport. This is the SEI to Ray as Sol's Astro. This is to SEI as Ray was to Sol. Astroport, right? And it had already pumped up a little bit with the green candle, right? So that's why you can see my it starts right here because there was the green candle. Still though, from that line up about 21% right now, 22%, right? And I see a continuation. That's a beautiful green candle to the upside. Smaller time frames would have to play a role here. Kind of hard, man. This would be something I'd have to buy. See, coins that I can't really get a good flag on small time frames, like the 15-minute, I just have to put one I'm willing to lose and walk away. When the TA can't be fine-tuned, I have to put one I'm willing to lose and walk away, and it is what it is. And that's more fundamental analysis. I do heavy research, let my research take care of it, find somewhat of an okay flag on the technicals, and then ride. You know what I mean? I'm a FA and a TA guy. Some guys are only TA, some guys are FA. I think it would be foolish not to give myself all the information humanly possible to give myself an edge. All right. What's up, Sam? Can you do TA on OGN? Is that Origin Protocol? Right? So the last time I looked at it, it just continues to rip. Won't stop. Did an Adam and Eve. Right? And you can see I'm just waiting for like some type of consolidation here. Looks like it may even break up sooner than later. Wow, see, that's kind of a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder. Really hard to see. And it may not play out as such, but it's interesting. So the last time I looked at it, I just projected the idea that we would make some type of, look at this wacky double bottom though. But yeah, I just want to see it consolidate, which it looks like it's doing. And once it does that, it's likely going to continue to pump. But I feel like it's going to be in some chop for a few days. And I could be completely wrong. It could pump in 2 seconds or in an hour all the way to the upside. Bitcoin back at 44,920, getting rejected by 45,000. Let's take a look at kind of what that pattern looks like now here. It is making the possible right shoulder that we discussed. All right. Shoulder, head, and there's that possible right shoulder there that we were looking for on that 5. And that's an inverted head and shoulder if I've ever seen one. I double down. Let's see what happens into the trade. And it's false move Monday. I'm taking risk. I usually don't trade Mondays. We will see what happens. Hey, family, I super chatted XRP pair on Friday, knowing I had a delay and you missed my chat because it was at the end of the stream. XRP pair. Yeah, Bitcoin pair. Yeah, what kind of pair? Seems like Nexa is done for. Super chats, OTC. What is OTC? I never heard of that. Wrapped on Uniswap. This thing looks like a rug pull, man. Oh, no, okay, so it came up, came back down. I know nothing about this coin. I'd pull a fib on it. It's at the 786 Fibonacci, which is a known, institutional retracement. Its next target looks like 40 cents. Got sold off. You're looking for it to get back above this. If it gets above this area, this shows there's enough buy pressure for it to survive. Previous support becomes resistance. That needs to flip. Chance it kind of resembles somewhat of a shoulder, head, right shoulder here and gets on out. I'd look for the break above this resistance line, right? And I'd look for the break above here in the retest. And then it's going to come to its next high, and then the measured move takes you all the way to 40 cents. I wouldn't trade this. I don't know anything about it. I'm not going to post this to the group. It's not something that I'm interested in. The 21, see how the 200 is curving down a little bit? That's also kind of a bearish sign. You could get rejected here and go lower, There's also not a lot of resistance here till you get even further down. So you're kind of getting caught by just, I guess, whatever's. You know what I mean? Does Dashcoin have inverted head and shoulders on the daily? I mean, no, that's pretty messy. You think this is a shoulder, that's a head, and that's a shoulder? I don't know, man. No. You got the slanted double bottom. See, stuff like this is, I give up on it unless you can get back above. Man, this coin was hot back in the day. I used to own this coin. It went to $1,200 a coin. Does Dashcoin have inverted head and shoulders on the daily? CSLP. Looks like head and shoulders. Yeah, I don't know. I'd say I wouldn't touch Dashcam until it gets above 37, right? That's kind of like how I leave it. 44,930, Bitcoin battling. Down $50 in the trade, just kind of letting it do its thing. Sideways price action, getting back down to the low stochastics. We keep surviving the dumps. Every time the stochastics are high, we don't dump. We don't dump. It's a good sign. And the dumps are getting less each time. Dump, less dump, even lesser dump. It looks like the bears are losing steam. The bulls are collectively gaining momentum. So far, my trade is looking better than ever and really starting to really hold this trend line. And we're getting the oversold stochastic. Kind of a nice trade to possibly I'm going to add a little bit more. Just a little bit more. I'm at a little bit more right there because I'm at the bottom of that trend. Pushes the trade to 1,000 in now, $25,000. And look, I got a $6,800 portfolio. I barely use over a G of it. You know what I mean? I grow the account, but I barely use a G of it. All right. Shout out to everybody that sent fan funding here. God bless each and every one of you for jumping on in and being there. When I did that, Bitcoin took a spill, but it's okay. And I may lose this. I may lose $300 in front of everybody. It's okay. Remember that. It's okay to lose your trade. Now you can open up 200. You can go with 200x leverage. You can cross. I can keep pumping money in cross, and then I can wait for a dip and flip it back up and do all that fun stuff. But you know what I mean. I'm about just cutting it off. My time is too valuable. I like to either win a trade or lose a trade. Keep moving. That's me. I figured that out for myself. You know what I mean? You got to figure out what makes you happy. Shout out to all the fan funding. Dello Miro, Dana Schwartz, Live Life Laugh, Jeremy Choco, Dello Miro, Beans and Greens, Ray Ambler, Free, Charles Kennedy, Elliot Palaciano, Pickle Rick, Josiah Jelowick, Kyle FS, and Pedro Morales. God bless everybody that gave to the channel and had that love, man. You people are awesome. That is the love right there. God bless each and every one of you for sending love my way. Unbelievable. So the DXY looks like it's going to tank. We look like we're making an inverted head and shoulder here on the 7-minute time frame. It's not all bearish yet for Bitcoin, all right? I still sit inside this channel on the 7. Funny how many time frames my mind zooms through. And it's okay, little dumpage coming. Remember, the 1 hour never looked good to me. I just have to reiterate, the 1 hour never looked good to me. And it really, the other time frames are going to have to keep the 1 hour pinned here because the 1 hour just does not look great. However, look, massive pump and consolidation. That just, if you took away the stochastics and you just looked at that price action is very bullish. That is very bullish price action. Just look at that. You pumped up, you're consolidating, So for me, there's no reason to kind of get too scared here. And I'm just going to stay cool-headed and keep my trade going. Shout out to my mom. God bless Irene Price. I still can't believe she passed away. She's with me every day. She's always here. And I will remind people of how beautiful and how loving she is every single day. I think the last 5 minutes of my stream, I'm going to dedicate to her every single time, man. I love you, Mom, more than you would ever know. You mean more to me than anything in this world. You brought me into this world through your womb with the blessings of God and my Father. And may I return to you and to God when my time ends. Amen. I miss you, Mother, more than you would ever know. You were the most awesomest person in the world. And you would have loved the snow today. You would have talked about how beautiful the sun was hitting the snow and how awesome it was. She had something positive to say every time she woke up. My mom was awesome. My mom woke up positive every single day. I don't know how she did it. So I do what she did. And I tend to wake up positive every single day. So I apologize for yesterday. Someone did get under my nerves. It happens. I'm a human being. I kind of like it, though. I'm a human being. You know what I mean? It's good to kind of show that you actually are human. If you're every day business robot, you know what I mean? God forbid I act normal. You know what I mean? But I miss my mom more than you would all know. And I'm sure some of you do know if you've lost your mother. There's just nothing like it. There's nothing like losing your mom. Nothing on the earth will even closely compare to how you feel losing your mother. Yeah. But don't worry, you'll get over it just like I am. I'm slowly getting over it myself. You know what I mean? We're all human, man. It happens. I love you, Sammy. I love you too, Anthony C. You're the best. Love conquers all. Thank you. Your dad is second. Just means you care. Is nothing wrong with passion. Amen. God bless you, man. I send you love. Thank you. Nothing like it again. You only know when you know. You'll never get over it. You just learn to live with it. Exactly. What's going on, Sam? Thanks for all you do. Shout out to the Blockchain Brawler. We love you. We appreciate you, man. Thank you for jumping on into the channel. We love that. Keep your energy up. God bless you, Sam. Love you, brother. Shout out to Crypto Bear Baker in the house. I lost my favorite uncle and 2 friends in December. Sorry to hear that, man. I'm so sorry to hear that. Your loss is my loss. I feel your pain. I feel your pain. Bitcoin at 44,880. All right. And that's kind of where we stand here as we've gone sideways for most of the stream. I miss my pops every day. I pull in his house now. The renters and the Aussie comes on every time. I pull into his house now. The renters and the Aussie comes on every time. Miss my pops every day. I pull in his house now. The renters and Aussie comes on every time. Now Bitcoin pump. Yeah, I mean, the right shoulder is a good place to get in. Right there. Shoulder, head, right shoulder to the upside for BTC. You're strong, man. It's a tough tea to drink. Love you, bro. Thank you for going live every single day. Bless you. Michael Koea. Mothers of mothers, unreplaceable, never ever. She is the source, always and forever. Amen. 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 Let's take a look at SFUND on my radar. I bought into a lot of SFUND, kind of with the idea that I'm going to be doing some of staking to get into some of their pads. You know what I mean? And, you know, pads make a good amount of money if you play them right in the bull run. So I've been thinking about SFUND and just grabbing a little more each time it goes low here. It's in this beautiful flag. And we all know, you know, it's backed by some big people that know how to make gains. And you got Alex Becker. You got a lot of people that know how to make gains. So to me, it'd be foolish not to dabble in SFUND. Right? So I hold 10K USD and probably may add actually some more to my SFUND bags. All right. My 40-year-old son is fighting brain cancer. Pray for him. I'm so sorry to hear that. May he make it out alive. All right. And healthy. I'm new here on your stream. Do you take live trades too on your stream? Yes, I'm in a live trade right now as we speak. It's $1,000 with 25x leverage. It's a $25,277 trade on MEXC. Okay. The actual trade is right here. The entry is now. Stop loss is 44,402. And the take profit is 46,785. I stand by the trade. I'm in it. And we'll see what happens. I do win many of my trades live. We'll see what happens, though. I could lose it. Anything is possible. All right. Damn, I have to kiss my mommy. Call your mom right now. Everybody here, if you haven't talked to your mother in a few days, call her today and tell her you love her. It'll be the best thing you ever did. And say, you know, remember, the lifer lost his mom. I can't call my mom today. So if you get a chance to call your mom, you get to do something that I cannot do. I can connect with her spiritually and emotionally, internally, but I can never call her. So if you have a chance to call your mom, please do it. Take advantage of this moment in time. Bitcoin did just get the beautiful bounce off 44,800 back to 44,930. That's enough for even a nice little scalp for some old. And look, the stochastics are low again at the bottom of the trend. This could be the one. 1, 2, 3, boom. To the upside. I stick to my trade. I don't switcheroo. We'll see what happens. Only down 55. We'll see where we go, baby. All right. Sam, you said you would start doing ETH every day. What do you think? Oh, yeah. Thank you for mentioning that. Let's take a look at Ethereum on Binance. All right. And we'll do what we do like we always do with it. Now, why I believe ETH is about to fly is because ETH is doing what Bitcoin just did. You know, toying with the 200 SMA on the 5-day chart. As long as ETH can stay above this 200 SMA, we're going to have a massive move to the upside. The only weird thing about Ethereum is, look, it has kind of this trend line, right? It's got a bit of a trend line forming. It's in a bit of a flag. What if the ETF soars and ETH gets sold off again and ETH has to come back down and hit this level before it can continue? Now, that's a bear flag. What if all the layers just do better and everyone sells ETH off and ETH gets sent to the ground and ETH goes back to 600 while the whole market soars? I'm just messing with you guys. I'm probably scared some ETH holders right now. They probably just ran off the channel like, this guy's the worst. You got support or resistance right here that could hold you down. ETH just follows Bitcoin too much. If we get a huge pump or dump, if we get a huge dump for Bitcoin, ETH will dump. You know, you can almost say, look, shoulder, head, can you come down and make a right shoulder here? The 5-day says that you're a little overbought and you're not ready yet, and you couldn't stay above the 200. You're above it right now, but you're struggling to stay above it. Very, very close. So some mixed signals. You want Ethereum to stay above 1958, kind of crucial area. It went up pretty fast, and it doesn't have a lot of resistance. A little bit of a chunk here. A little bit of support right there. At about 21.27. Interesting, because we haven't really looked at ETH in a long time. So this rising wedge would break to the upside if we get bullish, which, you know, you would have to assume if the whole market's going crazy. And you're looking at a 33.66 Ethereum. And once you get above this level, which, you know, I mean, there's just no... Look at that. That's such a fast move. Fast move. So we can get up to 29.36 pretty fast for Ethereum. Doesn't look like it's going to be that hard. What is your live stream timing? It's on my banner, man. You know what I mean? I had to fix my snowblower. Having a problem. Right here, weekdays, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Weekends, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. It's right there, my friend. All right? But I also do these extra secret morning streams on the weekends, but they're picking up steam. And even though I try to slide them in, we're still getting 1,000 people on them. So it's pretty awesome. Shout out to the 777s. I told you the 7s follow me everywhere we go. 777s on the like button. $141 in chat revenue. You people bought me breakfast again and dinner. Thank you so much. So let's take a look in the day here. We have ICP, stacks, injective, and hex. The only things really doing damage. And then today, really nothing up. Maker up a little bit. Not a lot of movement in the price action today. It's been all Bitcoin. Everyone kind of waiting on the sidelines. All right. Don't forget to like the stream. Love the livers, best fam on the game. Watch 10 BPS live on cast. It's crazy looking. Oh, you love that, right? Yeah. I mean, we used to have, that's insane, right? So Ethereum. Let's move to the daily so we can see kind of what's happening. So you've got this flag brewing. And you've got to hold this trend line. Like, that's it. Like, that trend line breaks, you're dropping to the, likely going to end up testing 21.8 and then coming back to 1943. The trend line holds and you consolidate, then you have a 68% chance of a blast to the upside, at least at 27.33 and then 30 and then continue. So I'm watching this kind of a double top. Some bearish divergence here too. Look at which you could say played out when we got the dump, and now we're kind of coming back strong. So you could say, hey, we did have bearish div. It did play out. All right. I'll take that. But I just still had to heed it and talk about it. I'm looking for this consolidation for Ethereum. It's got to stay inside this pennant to remain bullish. All right. What do you think about SNEK? SNEK is okay. You got to go to Tap Tools. You want to look at SNEK. Tap Tools is the place to go to for all ADA all the time. All right? Don't get caught up doing anything different. Go to Tap Tools. Last time we looked at SNEK, we saw it like this. And honestly, SNEK is just kind of like falling slowly in a wedge. Consolidating. You could pull a fib on it. And again, I know where to go to find any coin you need. From Dex Screener to Tap Tools to TradingView to Coin Trader Pro, you name it, we got it for you. What I like about it is it's a low, it's a high, it's a higher low connecting with a 200 SMA. I almost want to connect this here and say, hey man, SNEK's in a symmetrical. And it may begin to break out here. SNEK is hot. I wouldn't be surprised if SNEK continues. Hottest meme on Cardano right now, really. Came up, got that initial sell-off, slow accumulation, pump again, and now it looks like it's gearing up for another move. I would watch SNEK here closely. And I know it's a meme. I know it's high risk. And you can buy it with Cardano and a NAMI wallet. Get yourself a NAMI wallet. Download it. Send some Cardano in there from Coinbase or wherever you buy Cardano with your bank. And you can buy SNEK on a NAMI wallet. You know what I mean? On MinSwap. Go to MinSwap and buy some SNEK. Make it really simple. So SNEK is worth watching for me personally. You know what I mean? Love the stream. Can you take a look at Tectum? We already did look at Tectum today. Yeah. And we got to jump on out of here. I'll show you what we showed everybody else earlier. I talked about how I put it out at 11 before it made a huge move. I'm waiting for it to consolidate. It's a little overbought on the daily time frame. You know what I mean? And away from the 21. I'm waiting for it to come back down to the golden pocket 618 fib. It may not. It may consolidate like this. We don't know for sure, but it's more likely coming back down to a Fibonacci retracement, in my humble opinion, for Tectum. All right. I feel like I don't have enough ICP. Wow, we went over a lot of coins today. We talked about a lot of different things. Remember, everything will be timestamped for you. So if you want to come back and check it out, we have it for you. I mean, ICP is super low on the daily, right? And touching the 21. It's kind of in this wacky idea, you know, when it makes the falling wedge, breaks out, breaks back inside. I'd still look at it on the bigger time frame, like the 2-day. Man, you're still just too far away from the 21-day moving average. Nice pump, 11 all the way to 13. I mean, beautiful pump. But it may not be sustainable. It may just be able to get some more longs at the bottom so they can short them. No, you did support a resistance here. Do that same thing and see which way it wants to consolidate. If it consolidates nicer, like then we got a nice move all the way up to like what, 26. What's your XRP by the dip targets? What's your thoughts going on using lines instead of candles? Aspically draw trend lines. Love, peace from UAE. I've seen people do the lines. I can't ever get with it. You know what I mean? What are your thoughts on FET and XMR? XMR is just old school, and I think not many people will know about it. They're never going to market as much as the newer coins, and so I think it will do okay, but maybe a 10x. You know what I mean? I love Fetch. FET AI is hot. I just added more FET last night, and I think FET could do numbers. Bitcoin pumping again, you know what I mean? This looks like it's about to do the move. This is where the move is. The right shoulder was made. We projected the right shoulder before it happened, and we got it. I love when I project the shoulder ahead and a right shoulder, and then we get the right shoulder. I kind of want to go even harder into this trade. I kind of want to double down, like put another whole 1,000 in, honestly. And look, we're starting to get a green candle pump to the upside here with the turn on the bottom of the trend line. False move Monday, I'm going to add a little bit more on that right shoulder. All right. And the more I add to these little periods, then when we pump up hard, I'm going to be already in the money. Now this is a $28,000 trade. It's $1,100 in at 25x leverage. You can see how I always start my trades small, and then I either leave them, cut them, or I begin to build. If things go my way, I begin to build. All right. If not, then don't triple down. You'll make me add. ARB is about to fly back to a new all-time high. MYRO go boom. Let's take a look at MYRO. I have to jump back into MYRO and buy more. I recently bought some at 30.27, so I'm going to have to be opening up my Webull account today and buying some more MYRO. Yeah, MYRO at 24.70. Let's take a look at what MYRO is doing here. Yeah, so the last time I looked at MYRO, I just wanted consolidation. Now I just want to see the 6-hour break this trend line. You can look how wacky price action is on the stock market, though. You just don't get these nice. Yes, you're looking for the 6-hour to bounce. And look, you got hidden bullish divergence in the 6-hour. Oof. Tells me that I should load up right now and buy more MYRO. So I'm about to buy more MYRO on Webull. If I can do it in front of you, I will, and then I'm out for the day. All right. Open P&L up 11,000. I don't open up accounts to lose money. Just want to make that clear. You know what I mean? I like to win. I like to add to my net worth every single day of my life. And we are going to buy some MYRO. All right? I always have a hard time buying stuff here. No idea what I'm doing. This doesn't look like a regular order book, you know. Buy 100 at market. Yeah, 10 is 240. Yeah, that's fine. Did it make the purchase? I heard a noise. Yeah, and then I'll see how much cash do I have left. I should have $5,000 cash. Oh no, cash balance. Yeah, 3 grand. Yeah, because I had 7 grand and I did 2,250. Okay. Yeah, 75, 225 grand. Okay, that makes sense. About 3 grand left. And I just want to buy a little more MYRO as we go. I'm only up 95%. I was up like 175% at one point when MYRO went to 31. We were ripping it. We got into MYRO at 960, and we've been adding here and there little bits. But mostly green days for this account. As you can see, the daily P&L. All right. The biggest P&L was 3 grand one day and went up. And honestly, we may not get it any cheaper than this, but I'm going to keep that last 3 grand to dollar cost average in again at the right time. All right. Webull Desktop lets you enter exit trades from the chart. Cool. I'll download Webull Desktop and get it nice and clean. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate that. And I don't even have I don't even have a link to Webull. See, some people, the only thing they show you online is things that they can make affiliate links off of. Like their whole entire stream is like, all right, I'm going to talk about this affiliate. Like they don't ever there's no original idea in their entire stream. Their entire thing. And again, I'm not saying I don't do that. Of course I make money like most people online. But I do, some of my stream, I really just talk about things. You know what I mean? Like I have no link to Webull and I'm just showing you how I use Webull. And I could easily call Webull and say, hey, let's get a relationship going, right? All right, everyone, I love you all. God bless each and every one of you. I'm going to look at big time and then I'm out of here for the day. You call that a pop? You guys are crazy, man. Anyway, I love each and every one of you. God bless you all. Thank you for jumping on into the live stream. Yeah, I mean, it's retraced all the way. It got sold off. Definitely a good place to buy back in as it retraced right back to its previous resistance. I mean, you had no support or resistance. That's the only place. So when it got up here, you could say the only place it could come back to and retest is 26. You have a $26 order. You bounced off of it, and then people jumped on in and created that frenzy. You are above a high volume node. This is a good sign. And the 2-day chart's resetting pretty nicely. The daily chart wants to pump. 21 chart. And this could be a big player in the game. And the fact that it came really close to where it used to be, still a 3x from its low at 14. And it could be a buck before you know it, man. Interesting. Once big time gets back above, I'd say 51, I say it never looks back. All right. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Ring the bell for notifications and sign up for the newsletter to stay informed. Crypto is life. Everybody, thank you for jumping on in. If you want to jump into anything, cryptolifer.com. You want to join Next C, the link is right here in the comment section. I Trust Capital, and join my newsletter. These links are all here for you all day long. They'll be sitting there next to the video. Jump on in whenever you want. Everybody, I love you. I appreciate you. I care about you, and I thank you for your viewership. May you have a wonderful day, and thank you so much for your most precious asset. And that is your time. May you have a blessed day. And I'll see everyone in the trading group. Have a wonderful Monday. God bless.
Thank you.